Hey team, in this episode we are firing up the WRX one more time after the camshaft change. Hopefully just a few more steps before that final tune. Let's go. Welcome back team, my name is Wix, carrying on with this STI build. In the last episode we dialed in our camshafts and we also checked all the clearances for all the shims in the buckets. And in this episode we're going to fire the Rex back up, go over. I've got a few more issues that I need to sort, but we're very close to that final tune, so let's check it out. Alright, so here we have it. Everything is back together. We've got the oil back in, water back in the radiator, everything's all good to go. So I've had the car started. It is running pretty good at the moment for not having any sort of tune on it at the moment. I'm reasonably happy with it as it sits today. What I need to do is I still need to take it for a drive just to make sure that on the drive it drives well, and yeah, hopefully that will go good. There are a few more issues that I would like to attack. I've been wanting to do these for a long time, but I was waiting to pretty much I got to this stage to sort them, so we'll just go through those. Number one issue is I need to, not really issues, just stuff to do. I need to take the wastegates out and check the springs that are in them. I want to make sure that I've got the right spring pressure inside those wastegates, so that's number one. Number two is, so I'm running a water to air cooler. I've got an ice box in the boot. At the moment it's currently full of water. I eventually want to put some ice in it, but I can't because the water will overflow and I haven't got any sort of drain for it at the moment. My quick solution at the moment is I undo this fitting here, turn the pump on, and it pumps all the water out. That's not too bad when the car looks like this with no bumper, but with the bumper on it gets a bit difficult. So I would like to put a tap on somewhere, maybe on that bend of the hose right there. I can just reach in, turn the tap on, and it'll empty itself. And that way I can put some more ice in. So that's the second one. The third option is I have always had a issue with the fuel tank, the surge tank that I've bought. So as an extra option with the radium surge tank, it comes with a low level indicator. It comes with its own light, but I've made my own just to add to the switchboard, and that's this little red light at the end of my switchboard here. So when that light comes on, that's telling me that the surge tank is getting low on fuel. So what's been happening, actually I might go demonstrate that one on the laptop so you can see the settings and the little quick fix that I found for the interim. So that's the third issue. The fourth issue is sorting out my rear cam sensors, because I want to be running VVT on this car. These cars don't come with VVT, so it's an extra option that I've had to wire in. At the moment I've got the right side rear cam sensor working perfectly, but the left hand side is not working. It is well, I'm not sure, and that's where I'm getting a little confused, but I'm getting the error that says extra pulses, so that's issue number 4. For now I'm just going to go inside and we'll have a look at the laptop and I'll explain what number 3 issue, which was the low level indicator, what was sort of happening and how I've sort of done a quick fix for now. I'm not sure if it will be the final solution, but it works for now. So let's go inside and have a look at that. Okay, so issue number 3, low level indicator light. What was happening is, as I was driving down the road, the low level light would come on, eventually the car would die, and what I had to do was I had to pull over on the side of the road. This is my auxiliary output number 7, which is my in-tank fuel pump. what I had to do was pull over, pull out the laptop, and I had to go through the menu and I had to manually turn it to on. That would turn the pump on, start filling up the in-tank pump. That would start filling up the surge tank. Eventually the low level indicator light would go off, and then I could start the car and come back home. So I'm not too sure why that was happening, but what I've done is I've got a quick fix. So what I've set it to get me going is I've set it as a GP output, which is what it's currently set at the moment. And then you've got a whole bunch of settings here. I haven't touched any of that. I've just made it a GP output, which is pretty much just an on and off switch. So because it's switched off the ignition, as soon as the ignition's on, that in-tank pump just comes on full time until the car is off. How I think it works when it's on fuel pump mode, it works off a variable voltage. Pump will go full ball, then not so full ball. I'm not sure if that's what's been causing the issue, but what I do know is ever since I've changed it to GP output and I've gone for a drive, that low level indicator doesn't come on anymore. So it's keeping that surge tank full. So as I said, I'm not sure if that would be the final solution, but it is a quick fix for now. It's something I'll mention to the tuner. Hopefully he might be able to offer some other solution, or he might say that's pretty sweet and maybe just change some settings to make it go a little bit better. If anyone else has got a radium multi-pump surge tank with a low level indicator and your surge tank is doing what mine was doing, the light was coming on, well, the surge tank was draining faster, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you fixed it or didn't fix it. If you did fix it, how did you fix it? And if you haven't fixed it, maybe try what I've did. Hopefully that might help you. Okay, so what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to take the car for a quick drive when I can, and make sure that everything is running well. And then from there, we'll get the wastegates off, up on the bench, and we'll sort out the spring pressure. So let's go. Pretty new to doing this sort of stuff, so I've opened that one. I still need to open that one. I'm pretty sure they got different springs in them, and I need to find out what the spare springs are. Now I would like to run a minimum of 30 pounds boost, so So I've kind of googled and asked around that I should have at least half the amount of gate pressure in the wastegates. The other tricky thing was, because I'm running twin gates, do I half them? At the moment, what I've found out is that I put a 15-pound spring in each wastegate, so that's what I'm checking. I also need to check what pounds each spring is, and then I can put another one in if I need to. So I got that one open. I'll just get this one open, and then we'll have a look. Okay, so inside that one was that spring, but inside this one, yeah, I did have 2 springs. So yeah, you need to have a bit of a Google and find out what pound each spring is. I'm missing 1 spring, and I know where it is. But yeah, I'll have a Google and suss out what pound each spring is, and then just combo them up in each one. Combo the springs up in each one to make 15 in each wastegate. Okay, so this is what I've found on the internet. So mine's the 40 gate, so it'll be that top line: 3 PSI is black, 5 is grey, 7 is pink, and 14 is red. So according to that, there's my reds. It's just got little paint on it, I guess. It's slightly pink, like the STI pink, grey, and then black. So what I've decided to go with is I'll put the reds back in, which is 14 each, according to that, and I'm going to go with the blacks, which is 3 PSI, to give me a total of 17. That's going to be my low boost, I guess. Maybe a little bit more, but that'll be my bottom line low boost. Don't really know. I don't know too much about springs and wastegate pressures, but I think I'm going to go with that. I was a little bit confused if I put half in each because I'm running the twin gates, but one of the boys has told me that I put the same amount in each gate. So yeah, I'm going to go with 17 pounds in each gate, and give that a try. Now it's time to put them back together and put them back on the car. So we got issue number 1, or to do number 1, out the way. Wastegates are all sorted, back on the car. Happy with that. Number 3 was the interim that I did with the GP output on the surge tank for the intake pump. So that's kind of sorted. So I've still got number 2, which is the drain to sort, and number 4, which is the VVT left hand side rear cam sensor. So I'm actually booked in for a tune. What we're going to do first of all is for the first, we're going to separate it into 2 tunes. So the first tune is going to be getting rid of the run-in oil, putting proper oil and a new filter on it, and we're going to tune it, do a full tune on 98 hopefully. If that goes well, I'll come back in a couple of weeks and we will get that ethanol inside there and do a full ethanol tune, and then they will sort out the mixtures for the flex fuel which we'll be running. So today is Wednesday. I'm meant to drop the car off tomorrow afternoon for a tune for Friday. They want it on Thursday so they can sort out the cold start stuff as well, but hopefully come Friday afternoon. Hopefully this thing's fully tuned on 98. That's the plan. To sort out issue number 4 with the rear cam sensor, I'm actually going to shoot down to the tuners today just before work. As I said, hopefully it's just some settings they need to change on the laptop. If I get the green light with that, we will go ahead with the tune, and if that's not successful, then we will need to make a plan about how to get it sorted before the tune. I do really want to take advantage of the VVT stuff, hopefully. That's why I put it in the car. So I really need that rear cam sensor working before we take it down for a tune. Otherwise, to me, it's just a waste of time. So that's the next step. Is I'm going down, it's about 1 o'clock now, I'm going down at 2:30 down to Dyno Power. Go and have a chat with the boys down there, get them on the laptop, and hopefully they can sort this issue number 4 out. Alright, so a few days have gone by, and we have had some success. One of the issues was the wastegates, so we've sorted that. The one I'm most happy about is we got our rear cam sensor working. Went down to Brent at Dyno Power, he had a look. I came away from there that day, didn't really have any luck. He gave me just a new loom for that particular cam sensor to try. I swapped that over. Still didn't really do anything, but what I did at the start of the week was I started a thread on the Link ECU post here in New Zealand, and Adam on there asked for a copy of my tune, and he picked up something that everybody else had missed. And what he picked up was the setting for the VVT, which I had was for a EJ25, but it should have been on EJ20. So EJ25 was looking for 3 pulses, hence why I was getting the error that said extra pulse. So as soon as I changed it to EJ20, I had green lights all round. So at the start of the week I was hopeful that it was just the setting. I was a little bit worried that I took it down to Brent and he didn't pick it up, or he just missed it. But in the end, I'm pretty happy it wasn't my worry. Just because that's the part I was most worried about. So it was just the setting, that's all good to go. Also talked to Brent about the other issue, which was my intake fuel pump. When it's on the fuel pump setting, for some reason the surge tank gets low, so I've switched it to a GP output. He can't really understand that either, and if anyone else can enlighten me, maybe just throw something in the comments. But for now we've just left it on GP output. And the last issue, which I've just run out of time and I couldn't get round to doing it, was just to put a drain on the water to air, so I could empty the water so I could put more ice in the ice box. So we didn't get round to that, but we pretty much sorted the other 3 issues. So as of this moment right now, I can go take the car to go and get tuned. It's Friday morning, it is tune day today, and I didn't actually think I was going to make it, and I had work last night. It's now 8 AM in the morning. I had work last night, and while I was at work I got a buzz on my phone just after midnight. Adam had replied from Link ECU, and that's when he told me. So I woke up first thing this morning and came out and tried it, and it worked straight away, so I'm pretty happy about that. But now it means I can carry on with my tune today. So I'm just about to throw some stuff in the Subaru and get it down to Dyno Power with Brent. Both fingers crossed. I haven't had the best luck with this car, as you can see through all my episodes, but we don't know till we know. So I'm just going to get the car down to him and just hope and pray for the best. Alright, it's 10:30 AM on Friday, tune day. I was meant to be down at the tuners at 9 AM, but the car decided to play up on me. One, I have got a twin plate clutch in my car. It's usually a pull type. I've got a little converter breaker on it that changes it to a push type, and the top bolt, like the adjustment bolt, decided to come loose and I lost my clutch, and so I went around the block and yeah, my clutch was buggered, so I had to come back up the driveway and figure that out. On top of that, I went to go to the gas station to fill the car up for the tune, and the car cut out in the middle of the roundabout with traffic going, and I couldn't start the car for a little bit, but it did start and I managed to crawl to the gas station. Had a bit of a hunch it might have been one of my injectors, and sure enough, when I opened the bonnet I hadn't quite pushed an injector plug on properly, injector number 4, and when I was trying to sort out the rear cam sensors during the week, I had taken the fuel rail off, so it must have come loose a bit. Not the best morning, not the best stuff to go wrong on tune day, but I've sorted them, the car's good to go. So 10:30 AM Friday, I'm off to go get this car tuned. On that note, I'm going to end this episode here. I'm going to catch the whole tune in the next episode, so please stick around for that. For those of y'all who have been watching all my episodes and following me through this build, thank you very much. Stay tuned for the next episode. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get the notification when I upload a new video, and we shall see you in the next episode. Ciao.